everybody. Welcome
Hello.
to our latest update. Here is Andy and I. Got a lot going on in the portfolio, as we've mentioned before, but this is a slightly different subject. So
Yeah.
we are just about to expand our third-party product portfolio. So I wanted to have a bit of time with Andy to understand, first of all, why. Why would we want to expand our third-party product portfolio?
It's quite simple for me, really. I think, we get asked regularly by our partners, do you sell X, do you sell Y, can we source it through you? We've always been very clear as a business that, Ericsson LG is the core of our of what we do, and
Absolutely.
always will remain the case. We're not a broadliner by any stretch. But I think we're always seeking for ways that we can expand what we do, but only if it has a definite, added value, if you want, to the cloud portfolio. So, yeah, we've it's taken us a while to get here, but as I say, we've been asked a lot by partners about a number of different products, whether it be a third-party SIP desk phone. We constantly get asked about a more premium headset, for example, and then I think the other areas where we get asked about in terms of technology quite regularly is things like PoE switches and routers, all of which kind of really do sit very much around what we do from a cloud portfolio.
Yeah.
So if I sort of go back all the way to January, we did quite a lot of engagement with our partners, asking questions, did a bit of a survey, as you remember, in terms of, what would you like to buy, in terms of branding. Went through a whole kind of cycle on doing that, and we've ended up where we are today in terms of we're almost ready to announce what we're going to offer, and that's why we're going to do it. Really, it's just options. It's being flexible as options for our partners.
Yeah.
And I don't like to use the old much used phrase of one-stop shop, but I think if we're selective with the right products from the right suppliers, then why not?
But that's the real benefit, though, isn't it? It's that if a partner is looking to create a customer for the cloud platform, and largely it's got Ericsson, LG applications and devices, but they need a couple of third-party or PoE switches or routers, that kind of thing. I suppose it is making us a one-stop shop, because it means they can order those from us as opposed to doing that little part and then creating another.
Makes it easier for them as well, right?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and I just wanted to touch on, before we move on to the what, I'm sort of teasing everybody here, but I just wanted to touch on, you mentioned SIP phones. I think it's a good opportunity just to remind everybody that obviously that our platform isn't completely open, that we do have only tested authorized devices that are able to connect to the iPEX cloud platform, so that isn't changing. But the benefit of the third-party SIP devices is a couple of things, really, I suppose. One is that it might be customers have got an alternative cloud product, they might have some third-party SIP devices that they've utilised, and it allows us to be able to migrate them across onto iPEX cloud without having to change every single device on the network.
Agreed. Yeah, totally.
And obviously, if anyone does have a requirement for adding any more third-party SIP devices, they can make a request. There are a chargeable testing facility that we offer to enable people to do that.
And I guess the change here is it's not, we're kind of going a step beyond just approving a third-party SIP device for use on our platform. We're actually going to be offering that device as well. So, but I don't want people to run away with the thought that we're suddenly going to add a load of everything. But we're not. We're absolutely being very targeted and specific about what products we add and the reasons behind why we add them. So
that nicely brings us on to what are we adding then. So we've for a while been stocking and providing a range of Yealink conference phones and IP decked phones. What are we adding?
So the plan is to expand that sort of Yealink area of our portfolio. So first there's the T series SIP phones.
Okay.
Which a number of them are already tested anyway and approved on the platform. So we're going to test and approve all of them, and then make that range available. And I mentioned right at the beginning about a more premium headset.
Yeah.
So if any of the partners out there have been on calls with me over the last 6 months, they will have seen that I'm wearing a pretty Carlos Fandango type headset.
I think you look more like a Cyberman, but, you know.
Yeah, something like that. But it really is a fantastic headset. So it's the BH76 and BH73, I think it is, we're going to be carrying.
Yeah.
And again, we're not stopping selling the Athena brand of headsets, but this is all about options and just putting a more premium headset in at the top end.
A recognised brand.
Exactly. And the great thing about the Yealink product is it's Bluetooth. So, you know, you get all the benefits of being able to connect to multiple different devices, but it's got fantastic noise cancelling on it.
Oh, great.
And being an audiophile myself, the fact that I can listen to music on it, it's got awesome music reproduction, which is not the only reason we're offering it. Yeah, I'm the product manager and I decided to bring it on. But yeah, no. But so yeah, it's Yealink headsets, Yealink phones. And then from a PoE perspective, we're going to be looking to offer either TP-Link or Netgear. So we'll have both options available. Again, this is not about high-end, high-grade, you know, rackable PoE switches. It's about bringing in or making available a PoE switch that kind of aligns with where we see our cloud product being sold today. And by far and away, TP-Link and Netgear were the most popular in terms of the feedback we got from the channel. And then finally, we've got routers, or if you're watching this from the US, routers. And again, you know, we've asked the partners for their feedback. We've looked at what's available out there, and Draytek seems to be the kind of go-to brand. So you know, we're going to make available what people are selling. There's no point us trying to come to market with a left field vendor that, you know, is new to the market. This is all about, you know, giving options, flexibility. So
okay, cool. So when will people be able to access these products from us?
So we're hoping to do the announcement, I would imagine, last couple of weeks of this month, so end of August. We've just got a few final bits and pieces we need to figure out in terms of, you know, internal processes, which, you know, just makes it easier for these guys to order it. But yeah.
And we're both off next week, so we have a week's holiday.
Yeah, it's silly season for holidays, isn't it? So yeah, it definitely for our year-end month, which is obviously September. So that's the plan.
Brilliant. And then how will they be able to order them?
So the plan is to make them available in two areas. So within the cloud portal, so we'll add them in as products that can be ordered in there, and then within web sales as well.
Oh, brilliant.
So nice and easy.
Nice and easy.
I think the only point I would make is the way that we're doing this is slightly different. So we're not necessarily going to be holding stock, but we've got a partner that we're working with that allows us to do back-to-back ordering. So it's still going to be next day delivery, but through a partner. So within web sales, it might look like there's no stock, but because of the way we're doing it, it's just place the order and then we handle that at the back end for them. So will
the delivery timescales in ordering be the same?
Yeah, it should
so
be.
Place an order by 4:30 and
exactly.
It should be next day delivery.
Exactly.
Okay, brilliant. So, that's nice and easy then.
Yeah.
Cool. So we've got a bit of work to do to prepare the bulletin, which is in progress, and update the hub and make sure collateral and information is available to everybody. But when that bulletin hits your inboxes, all of that should be there.
Get ordering.
Brilliant. Thanks, everyone.
Cheers, Helen. Thank you.